the question I'll ask you is with Clay Holmes, you talked about, if you can get like 120 to 140 innings, whatever, out of Clay Holmes as a starter, assuming this goes well, he makes upper 20s starts, low 30s starts. Um, obviously it's not a huge chunk of innings you get from a starter there. So do you think the Mets need to incorporate a six-man rotation? You already got Kodai Senga coming off the shoulder injury last year. He pitched a little bit in the postseason, as we know. And there are just some guys too, like Paul Blackburn. No one talks about Paul Blackburn, but Paul Blackburn is still very much a part of this team. But he's a guy who's had injury history as well. So that's a guy, if you do six-man rotation, maybe it keeps him a little bit healthier. You got McGill there, who was really good down the stretch. Peterson. Now you have Frankie Montas. I think Frankie Montas threw about 150 innings last year for Cincinnati and Milwaukee. So, do you think the Mets need to kind of think about going six-man rotation here, or do you maybe look at just finding arms that can give you multiple innings out of the bullpen and kind of offsetting it that way? What do you try to dive into the mind of David Stearns here? What do you think he's thinking about when it comes to constructing this rotation moving forward?
Six-man rotation is an option, but also let's be clear, you need way more starting pitching than six. So right now, um, if you have Tyler McGill, too bad for him because he was really good down the stretch. But that's a guy who has options. So right now he's probably looking on from the outside in. I think the six-man rotation is gonna be there because all of the reasons you mentioned. Curtis Singer was hurt. Uh, I think for Clay Holmes it works better. Um, but I don't know what the point I was trying to make there. Um, I
Got
can't remember.
no,
Uh,
no, six-man rotation. No, it's a
yeah,
I think I think I can agree what you're getting there. It's a possibility, for the reasons we said about Senga and whatnot. But just because you have a six-man rotation doesn't mean everyone in the six-man rotation is going to be healthy for a full 162 games. You're gonna,
no,
you know,
you're still gonna need a lot more. So maybe eventually it's gonna be a five-man rotation because just how it's gonna be in a baseball season. That depends on the personnel you have.